this because this is the answer that so many people have longed for a very long time. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why our mothers, grandmothers, and great-grandmothers were so in love with this man. It is the age of social media that has given us the opportunity to finally see why Victor Newman was so beloved by the ancestors. Let me just read this. Young and the Restless star Eric Breaden, blast fan who calls 3 co-stars slaves. And let me read his whole statement. These 3 actors are dear colleagues of mine, and they have more class than your lowlife can imagine. We are going to block your racist ass. You got that? I must admit, I am way behind in my Young and the Restless episodes. It's been a while. So I don't know who this first actor is, but if I'm not mistaken, I think that is Lily Winters in the middle, and that's Devon Hamilton, which were both children of Neil and Drusilla Winters, even though Devon is by adoption. And the actor that played Neil Winters, who is Christophe St. John, who passed away a few years ago, God rest his soul, was their father. And side note, I actually named my dog after Lily Winters. This is how obsessed my grandmother had me with this show. My little pug, who passed away at almost 14 years old last year, was named after Lily Winters. In closing, Victor Newman has and will always be invited to the cookout. I don't care what you think about it. I said what I said, and I got a whole lot of the ancestors backing me up.
Hello YouTube, and welcome to another episode of DeAndre Dobbs The Show, episode 236. I'm back with another video for y'all today. Happy Sunday. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, because I am, and I said today is a perfect day. Today is a perfect day to do some content, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So if you are new here, hit that like button. If you are new here, hit that notification bell. And if you're new here, hit that like button. I guess I said it already, I don't know, but one of the two, hit them. So whenever I post a new video, you can just click on it and you can just start watching. So I'm pretty sure y'all probably know what this video is going to be about today. It's going to be about a classic, historical, legendary show that has been on the air since 1973, 50 years, and that is The Young and the Restless. And we're going to talk about one of its biggest legendary stars, who our grandmothers, great-grandmothers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers, everybody in the black community, everybody in the black community that love this legendary character. I don't know what it is about Victor Newman, but everybody in the black community loves Victor Newman. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody loves Victor Newman in the black community. And I'm going to tell you exactly why everybody in the black community and everybody loves Victor Newman, and why he is one of the best, why he is invited to the cookout, and why he is considered a legendary star. Right after this intro, stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Andre Dobbs the Show, episode 236. I hope y'all enjoyed my intro. I wanted to do something a little special with my little intro music. Since we're talking about Victor Newman, had to go all out for Victor. Because we in the black community, especially the old generation, don't play about Victor Newman, didn't play about Victor Newman. And I'm finna basically tell you why Victor Newman is the OG, why he is legendary, why he's invited to the cookout, why everybody in the black community and millions love Victor Newman. I'm fixing to go ahead and tell you. So this either came up either Friday or yesterday. I received the article yesterday. Somebody had sent it to me. And shout out to Carlton G. Macbeth for explaining it and basically telling us the dynamic of the incident of the article. Because Carlton G. Macbeth, he's also a Young and the Restless fan, just like I am. And I'm behind on the Young and the Restless. I have not watched in a hot minute. So if I watch the Young and the Restless, it will be like the old episodes from the early 2000s or maybe early 90s when Drusilla, Neil, Malcolm, Olivia, all those characters, was on there. But I'm basically about to tell you why Victor Newman is a legend, why he's loved by millions. And it goes to show you what the article that you saw when my video first came up is what it's all about. So a supposed to be fan of the show wrote something very, very disturbing, very racist in my point of view, and very uncalled for. This nasty, sloppy woman that's supposed to be a fan had the nerve to write that, basically was saying that the character that played Lily, the character that plays Nate, and the character that plays Devon are slaves. I saw it, and it was very, very, very crazy and disturbing. Like, it basically tells you that peoples are very evil and very cruel, and it's always the ones that look like they just crawled from under a rock that wants to start stuff. She basically said that those three actors that played as Devon, Nate, and Lily are slaves. And who came to the rescue? Who came to their defense? Hey y'all, I just wanted to pause this video, and this is the tweet that Eric Breaden, aka Victor Newman, responded to that racist, supposed to be fan of The Young and the Restless. And apparently The Young and the Restless is not the only soap opera and show that she has targeted. She has also targeted General Hospital and have been blocked from there also. Yannetti Nicole Brown, an actress that have guest starred on The Young and the Restless, tweeted about it. But I'm going to read to you what Eric Breeden, aka Victor Newman, said to the fan. And this what the tweet said. Those three happen to be colleagues of mine and very good friends, and they have more class than you will ever have. We are going to block your racist ass. You low life. You got that bitch? That's what Eric Breeden, aka Victor Newman's response and tweet was. Now I apologize in advance, but I just wanted to let y'all know that was the response. That's what Victor Newman said, and I was reading this in his voice. So this is the response, and I'm gonna say this. Thank you, Eric Breeden. Thank you, Victor Newman. This is why Victor Newman, aka Eric Breeden, the Victor Newman that we know and love, why he's a legendary superstar actor, why he is not to be messed with, why he is down for the culture. We don't play about Victor Newman. So back to the video, y'all. Enjoy. Had a response. Eric Breeden, aka Victor Newman, he basically told the person that wrote that nasty reply and response that those three are colleagues of his, they are his dearest friends. Now take your racist ass on somewhere. UBITCH, something like that he wrote. And when he wrote that, I read that in Victor Newman's voice. I read that in Victor Newman's voice, his response on what he said. And that's why I said then, you do not mess with Victor Newman. Victor Newman is not to be messed with. Victor Newman is not to be fucked with. Because Victor Newman is a savage and he's a legend. And that's why he is loved by so many millions, and why he is welcomed to the cookout, why he is loved by the black community. Because when you think about Victor Newman, you think of legendary, you think of the Young and the Restless. Because I'm going to say this, without Victor Newman, if there is no Victor Newman, there is no Young and the Restless. And that's the truth, because Eric Breeden, aka Victor Newman, he makes the show. He makes the Young and the Restless what it is today. Victor makes the show. Nikki don't make the show. Victor does. Because Victor is the OG. What he says goes. And one thing I love about Victor, Victor stands on business. He don't care if you don't like it or not. He gonna do what he got to do. Because Victor Newman, he started his own business in the back of his car. And it transpired. I might not know everything there is to know about the show from back in the day, but I do know that, and I do know this. He also met Nikki at a strip club, because she was a stripper. He got her out that business. He got her out the stripper world. Because I didn't know Nikki was a stripper. I really didn't. And you know, it goes to show you, Nikki and Victor have been together off and on for 50 years, close to 40, 50 years. No matter who they are with, no matter if they're with two different people, no matter if they are with another person, they always find a way back to each other. And that's what I love. Because Victor, what he says, he does. And that's a fact. And I'm going to go on to tell you this. When I was real little, when 11 o'clock came after The Price is Right went off on Channel 4 CBS, when 11 o'clock came, you were sitting down and you will not move a muscle. If you have to go to the bathroom, you better go on a commercial break, because when the Young and the Restless come on, ain't no moving, ain't no talking, ain't nothing. You better not make no sound. You better not even sneeze. If you gotta sneeze, you better hold it. And that's how serious The Young and the Restless was, and especially when Victor Newman came on. Because if Victor Newman went on, it wasn't no Young and the Restless. Not taken away from, the other characters such as Neil Winters, Drusilla, Malcolm, Olivia. They was great too. Very legendary. Shout out to may he rest in peace, Christophe St. John that played Neil. He died in 2019 at the age of 52. Eric Breeden, he was a very great friend to Christophe St. John and Neil on Young and the Restless. And Eric Breeden always came to our defense. Like he stands with us and we stand with him. Because like I said, if there's no Victor Newman, there's no Young and the Restless. And it's something that this newer generation, they wouldn't understand. Because Victor Newman, Eric Breeden, makes the show. And the thing is, it's been a couple of legendary stars that was on the show that's no longer here. Captain Chancellor, Gene Cooper, Christophe St. John, who I mentioned, Victoria Rowell. She's still here. She's still alive, but she's not on the show. Who else? Shamar Moore. He played as Malcolm. He's acting in SWATs. He's doing other stuff. The one that played Olivia, I don't know her name. But it's The Young and the Restless was good back in the days. And it's still good today. In some states, in some ways, it's still good. But it's good, but it will never be like it was back in the day. Now, I applaud The Young and the Restless for still being on the air. And I applaud The Young and the Restless for, having these amazing storylines with Victor Newman and letting Victor Newman, have his, his shine, his time. That's why Victor Newman is loved by the black community, because he stands on business. And Victor Newman, you can learn a thing or two from Victor Newman about survival, about getting what you want, and about playing dirty. You have to play dirty to get what you want too. If you want it good enough, you gotta play dirty. And you gotta be tough. And you gotta be fearless. Because Victor Newman, he started his company from the back of his car. He didn't have no father. He grew up in a foster home orphanage or whatever it's called. He met his father when his father was in a nursing home on the show, Victor Newman. He didn't find out who his mama was till he was grown. And Victor is just a legendary person. Like I said, without Victor, there's no Young and the Restless. And I truly love Victor. He's one of my favorite characters. And I'm so happy he put this no life, evil, cruel, crawling up under a rock looking person individual in their place. And that's how I see that. That's how I feel about that. Devon, Lily, and Nate, I'm glad that they're on there because it's basically keeping the legacy of Neil Winter's memory alive since he's no longer here, since he's no longer on the show. And Drusilla as well. Drusilla, Victoria Wow, I don't think she will be back on the show anytime soon because it is said that she filed a lawsuit against CBS and they made her character fall off that cliff. And we don't know if she died, we don't know if she saved or not, but that's what it was. So that's why I love Victor Newman. That's why he's a legend. I'm so glad he put that person in their place. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Eric Breeden. So there will be my video for today, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with another video as soon as possible. I hope y'all have a wonderful Sunday. Thank y'all for watching. Till next time, enjoy y'all Sunday. Love you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.